Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome back to another Madden 21 online CFM game. We are now in week 10 of the 2022 season here in the Premier Madden League. The first half of this campaign has truly been a roller coaster ride. We started off looking really good against the Packers, and then we went on that bad L5. But all of a sudden, the Lions are back in business on a dub 2 as we get ready to attack the back nine of this schedule. So who really are the Detroit Lions as we either make a run for playoffs or a run for the #1 pick? I don't know. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, we can only take this one quarter at a time, one game at a time, and try to celebrate the small successes, and if it results in big successes, we take that as well. So with that in mind, we are underway with the 5-3 defending conference champions, the Washington football team, taking on our 3-5 Lions as we truly look to turn our season around, but that is not the way to do it at all. An interception on the jump. Oh my goodness, Antonio Gibson gets rocked, but on the next play, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm not really loving it, but that is Bryce Love for the touchdown after we throw the interception on the RPO slant. Definitely not one of my better decisions, and one of the real reasons why the motto of this season has to really be just taking it play by play, quarter by quarter, and game by game, because I'm still not playing Madden at all besides in the CFM game. So truly, I'm taking it play by play myself, where I'm learning things on the fly. I'm learning that was not a good decision as we throw the interception to Darren Lee. Drew Lock, 2 INTs, 2 minutes in. Oh, and McLaurin's got a touchdown on top of it. I've learned that, well, Madden is still Madden. That's going to happen sometimes. And what can you do except take the punches, roll with the punches, and move on? So we are quickly down 14-0. Not the way I envisioned this game starting, to say the least. And one thing we do have on the line today, win or loss, is a dev story for the second week in a row. This time it's not against the CPU, but it does involve Amon-Ra St. Brown, who, after destroying the Packers CPU, has a chance to go from Superstar to X Factor. Not that important as we get the catch to Kenny Golladay, but if we can get it done, hey, we might as well go for it, right? And if we could get it and win the game like we did with the Kenny Golladay X Factor in Season 1, fantastic. So here's Amon-Ra St. Brown in the flow of the offense. That's the way we want to get it done. Ioannidis is injured here. That's a big injury in the interior for the Washington defensive line. Is Drew Lock outside, intercepted for the 3rd time, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Actually, but that's Kendall Fuller who's got it, the brother of Kyle Fuller, and that one was just a corner out outside, trying to target Amon-Ra St. Brown, trying to get him the either 200 yards or 4 touchdowns that he needs. Not an easy task, and it did not work out for us. Now, that's a play where I feel like, you know, if we have Matt Stafford or Cam Newton, and especially Stafford, that might be a corner route that we can actually throw. Especially Season 1 Matt Stafford as Antonio Gibson swerves his way through the defense. But, you know, current day Drew Lock, not exactly that kind of quarterback. So that's where our Drew Lock gamble potentially backfires a little bit. But once again, it's the gamble we're willing to take right now. It's just, you know, those are the kind of plays that can happen sometimes, and they can be a bit detrimental in a game like this that is already not going well for us. 3rd down and 4. Haskins finds his man underneath Surratt for 6. That is Washington going up 20. Make it 21-0. And all we can be fortunate about right now is that you don't get hit with that message when you are down by 20 or more, where it's like, hey, you're kind of outmatched. Do you want to quit the game and find a new opponent? They don't do that in CFMs, thankfully. I mean, I don't think. We might find out in a couple of minutes as Drew Lock gets dumped. Oh, yeah. When it rains, it pours. Here we go, looking for St. Brown, and that's going to be intercepted for the 2nd time by Kendall Fuller. That's definitely Kendall Fuller. We can confirm that as we continue to test him. And at this point of the game, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I kind of pivoted my focus primarily to the dev story. And secondarily to winning this game, to where, you know, let's go for the dev story, and if we can win the game as well, cool. But I mean, we are down 21-0. We got to be a little bit realistic about this. We continuously are getting mossed right now. That's Surrey who got the earlier touchdown. That's Surrey who's got the touchdown on this play. Oh my, oh my. He goes over the top on Jeff Okuda. 4-6, 28-0 Washington in the first quarter. It's a shell shocker here in Detroit because we did enter this game on a 2-game winning streak, and we did have aspirations of not being down 28-0, but here we are. Oh my goodness. Intercepted again, Ronald Darby, and there's really no shame in it. We have thrown 4 interceptions in this quarter, trying to target Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's really just my MO right now. And for whatever reason, not only can we not stop throwing picks, we can't stop throwing or giving up touchdowns as well on the defensive end. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in the first 10 minutes and 6 seconds of this game. I thought I called natural cover 4. It was a match coverage cover 4. McLaurin against on a post route against match coverage, that's easy. McLaurin's one of the best wide receivers in the game, especially in this CFM. He might be a 99 overall for all we know. John Emery trying to get some carries out here. MLB trying to get me to play their tech. No thank you. 3rd down and 10. We'll focus on that as Drew Lock goes to play action that no one's going to fall for. And just throw it up high for Kenny Galladay. I got to try to... Alright, so now that we're like really on the Amon-Ra St. Brown dev story train, as Stokes just bodied a man out there. But yeah, now that we're really on this Amon-Ra St. Brown dev story here, not exactly on winning a game unless I can make the greatest comeback of my life. You know, I got to make sure I don't make it too obvious for the opponent that that's what we're here for. Even though I feel like throwing 4 interceptions targeting the same guy might do that, especially how bad some of those throws were and how telegraphed they were. But, you know, if I can, I got to try to get the other guys involved to take some of the pressure off of Amon-Ra St. Brown so we can try to get that done. Haskins feeling the pressure of Casper the Ghost, misses a wide open receiver right there. Otherwise, Washington was on the verge of putting up more points. Ball on the ground, picked up by Tyvi. I can promise you guys, I tried to fair catch that ball about 20 times. Sometimes they don't register your buttons, man. This is Madden 21. This is the year of Madden where your button presses, especially on the defensive end, and apparently sometimes the special teams, they don't register. What are you gonna do about it? So, I mean, that's the approach I take to playing Madden nowadays. All right, like, to be completely honest with you guys, like, I know this is a very fluky game, and I don't put much time into it, mainly because of that, and you know, also because you know I've kind of just put a lot of time into Madden over the years. So, stuff like that happens, like. If this happens, like, I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm just going to be like, all right, bro, like, if this is how you feel, John Madden, like, what am I going to do, right? Get him right back with a big hit with Bobby Wagner. He's not going to fumble, bro. Okay. I'll try to get my dev story and leave here quietly. 3rd down! Will Harris trying to make a play, trying to provide some positives, but if it's going to be that kind of game, like, what can I do, man? Like, that is normally a pick 6. I didn't even get the pick. Almost a catch of anything, so all right, okay, trying to go outside for Amon-Ra, and that's another one of those plays where we have Drew Lock in the game, but if we didn't have Drew Lock and we had a quarterback with a stronger arm, we might be able to squeeze that in, and that is the biggest deficiency of Drew Lock's game, and that is why he I mean, I've really no pun intended here, but it's the only word we can really use. No Lock to be the quarterback next season. He has 89 throw power, and if we can't get that throw power up, and Drew Lock is not a superstar by the end of the season, I don't know if I can bring Drew Lock back for the money that he is asking for. But if Drew Lock can make throws like this, then we might reconsider. Now, Drew Lock has 5 interceptions, and I'm not going to put that on him right now. That's me trying to get Amon-Ra St. Brown his dev story, and me trying to test out a stretch RPO read right there that, I mean, clearly wasn't there. Like, that's not Drew Lock, but that one corner route had me feeling a little bit salty. Here we are, 3rd down and 9, though. Trying to get this 1st down, trying to get this touchdown, trying to get Amon-Ra St. Brown his dev story. That's a lot to balance right here. How about trying to get some points? Well, we're not going to kick the field goal on 4th down and 6. We're going to run no huddle and bring the offense back out here. Might as well try to get a touchdown, right? Like, I don't care about being shut out. I just want to get some points. I want to get a touchdown. I want to get Amon-Ra St. Brown the ball. I want to get Kenny the ball. And we didn't do any of that. Everything I just mentioned, throw it out the window. Didn't do any of it. Turnover on downs, and we're still being shut out. And I'm like, damn, I should take my field goal because that would have been a much better decision. Because 35-3 looks a lot better than 35-0, even though they both are terrible. Well, let's try to put that to the back burner. Let's go to the halftime show, right? Let's see two teams play well as opposed to one, right? The game of the week. This is the battle for the NFC West. Seahawks and Cardinals are both balling out. The Cardinals won this matchup the first time around, and the Seahawks are trying to make sure they don't win it the second time. They're up 21-7, but they forget about DeAndre Hopkins. Come on, man. Don't sleep on Nuke. Clip's a little bit laggy. Don't worry about that. Hopkins is dancing for the touchdown. Definitely worry about that. And this touchdown, if you are Seattle, because they have blown the lead. Rashad Penny, though, was on another level in this one. He gets the touchdown, ropes Seattle right back in, and hold on just a second. Wilson downfield. Oh, my goodness, there's no way he made that grab. Oh, he did. And then remember who I mentioned, Rashad Penny. He's in for 6. Seahawks have the lead in the rain. Kyler, he wants Hopkins, but he misses him. He straight up misses him. Blair with the game-ending interception. Seahawks win it. Now to the rest of the highlights. That is Juju Smith-Schuster. But this is JJ, the jet plane, with the answer, with the wheels, with the touchdown, with the win. That was a battle of 2, 3, and 6 teams. How about 2 of the top teams in the league? How about Stephon Gilmore for 6? And this is not a repeat. How about Stephon Gilmore for 6? It's Gilly Island. Lockdown. Patriots win it. And, yeah, Stephon Gilmore, he's done that for Buffalo, and he's definitely done it against Buffalo. Here's a battle in the NFC East. This could be a division crown battle right here between the Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles are red hot right now, playing some of the best football in the league. They find themselves down 14-0, but this is an Eagles team that'll play 4 quarters of football, and if the Cowboys can't match up with that, well, they'll just blow a 14-0 lead, and we've seen Miles Sanders dagger teams before. He's done it again. Eagles are 6-3. Cowboys under 500. Now we move on to Jameis Winston, who goes downfield to Paris Campbell, who has been a busy man all season long. That continues, and Jonathan Taylor, take him away, get the win. 4-5 Colts, and the Browns 4-5 as well, but they started off the season well. Colts not so much. Those are 2 teams going in different directions. This is the San Francisco 49ers, who always seem to keep it close no matter who they play against. But in this case, against the Denver Broncos and Noah Moss, a.k.a. Noah Fant, oh yeah, it just wasn't enough. And wait a second, that's Caden Stearns. Everybody's been asking where Caden Stearns has been. Who drafted Caden Stearns? Denver drafted him. Denver has him, and Denver got a pick 6 and a win out of him. So, shout out to Caden Stearns. That's where he is, all right? He's like, maybe star dev on the Broncos, if not normal dev. He got drafted like 14 overall. So, in the meantime, Javon Hollins took another pick 6. It's just, every single day that dude does that. So, don't even worry about it. Austin Eckler doing a nice little dance. He's got the touchdown, and the Chargers are still undefeated. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, let's find out. I said last time we'll find out if Tampa Bay was undefeated, and I left you guys on a cliffhanger that you guys never found out the answer to. Let's find out the answer. Downfield, yeah, Tampa Bay is still undefeated, definitely. They blow out the Chicago Bears, who dropped to 3-6, which is making our win against the Chicago Bears that we felt so good about. It was the first time we beat the Bears in this entire CFM. Makes us feel a little bit less good about that one, especially considering where we are at. And in the grand scheme of things, reading our Detroit Lions season, we have 2 wins against the Green Bay Packers, who are cellar dwellers, and then the Chicago Bears, who seem to be having an offseason themselves. That is it. And I really doubt we're going to win this game, especially with the way some of the plays have went, including that one. But thankfully, McCorn does not have the footwork to make that a catch. So, I mean, he had 2 hands on the ball, but not 2 feet in bounds, apparently. So, we'll take the punt, and now we'll just, like I said, focus on the Amon-Ra, even though I believe had someone open in the slot downfield. Focus on this Amon-Ra St. Brown Death Star. We're down 35-0. what else do we have to play for except this dev story, which is going to be a close call at this point after we throw the interception. It's not looking too great, but it's not looking too bad either. We just have to, you know, play it a bit smart and not go downfield like that. Like, some of these throws are just silly that we're forcing downfield. Like, if we got to do drags and jet sweeps and stuff like that to make this happen, so be it. 3rd down and 8, defense gets a stop. That's cool. Defense has been like a low-key issue in this game, but it's not really something I'm actually truly concerned about, because honestly, after like the 2nd pick in this game, I kind of took my foot off the gas pedal in this one. Tried out a lot of man coverage. Realized we are not a man coverage team, even though I've been trying to make it so. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Hello. I've been trying to make ourselves at least a decent man coverage team, but it's just not there, especially with Jeff Okudah's bench press ability. I try to make it a thing. It's just not a thing, right? I feel like if we're going to be most successful as a defensive unit, we have to play the kind of zone defense that like really pressures teams into either checking it down for 3 yards every single play or throwing an interception and then try to defend the run well. Speaking of zone defense, I don't understand for the life of me why in that situation Taysom doesn't sit in the hole in the zone, instead tries to make me throw a pick. Whoa! I tried to make myself throw a pick, but Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's a nice grab right there, and we might be roping ourselves in to get the death story. And we're at the 1 yard line. Let's get some points. Hey, no more shutout. Come on, John Emery, take us all the way. Or we'll fumble again. Okay, oh, and Landon Collins will break the tackle, and he'll go the distance. And instead of getting points, Washington can dance in for 6. Okay, sure, why not? I don't even feel bad. Don't even care. Like, it's just kind of funny at this point. Like, Madden, what else do you got for me, man? Give me the full arsenal. Give me the full course meal and dessert at this point, right? Like, what other jokes you got? In this kind of game, you just have to be thankful that you can only get 1 loss. You can't get 3 losses in 1 game. So that's all we can be happy about right now. Like, the score is brutal, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be what, 3-6, and we'll work from there. I don't know, 3-5, 3-6. I don't know. We'll work from there regardless. It's not good. I think we're actually 3-6. We'll try to pivot to a playoff push. We'll focus next week against the New York Jets, who are not the greatest team, but, you know, just take it 1 quarter, 1 game at a time, 1 play at a time. We'll just continue with that mantra. Though right now we're just focused on this dev story. That's about it. But since Amon-Ra St. Brown has been so heavily targeted, we have to try to pivot the attention. So Kenny Golladay, I know we've been neglecting you a little bit unfairly. Get a couple of catches, take the eyes off, and yeah, that is Matt Stafford in the game, by the way. Your eyes are not deceiving you. I did bench Drew Lock. After the 6th interception, I realized how foolish it was for me to be chasing this dev story with Lock in the game. So, I mean, with the game completely out of hand, I brought Matt Stafford in. I brought the relief pitcher. I literally brought in the relief pitcher to try to bring us home, and I'm not going to lie, Matt Stafford is doing a lot of good in this game. He's 10 for 12 passing. He has not really set a foot wrong so far until I just massively jinxed him right there. Play action on 2nd down. Stafford end zone, looking for Taysom Hill. At this point, trying to get Amon-Ra to touchdown as we get the touchdown for John Emery. It is a touchdown, by the way. We scored a touchdown. We didn't fumble. We didn't do something silly. We scored points. Golf clap. 13-play drive. Really worked hard for that one. But, yeah, getting 4 touchdowns with Amon-Ra is not on the table anymore. It's just trying to get those 200 yards, which I believe we're about 40 yards off of right now. So what we need to do is get the ball back from Washington ASAP. So we need to stop their rushing attack here. That would be nice. 3rd down and 1, not so much. Madden, if you give me a fumble, one of these big hits, especially from Bobby Wagner, that would be nice. Shout out to the dude in the comment section that said, like, I know Cookie wants to get a big hit fumble with Bobby Wagner. I do, especially how many times we fumble the ball. Like, I just want Madden to keep it even. Not really happening. By the way, is this guy really passing with Haskins in like a 50-point game? I believe he is. 2nd down and 11, though. He goes back-to-back runs, chewing clock. That's what we want to see, but Antonio Gibson gets hurt. That's a bit of a concern for Washington, considering the score of the game. Not what you want to see. This is not exactly what you want to see either. That's McLaurin for a touchdown. What is this guy doing? I mean, I don't think the game's really in hand, right? Like, it's 45-7. I don't think there's really much to be won or lost right here, except for sportsmanship, lack of sportsmanship. He lost that. Definitely threw that out the window after the first couple of passes, and really completely trashed it as he went downfield for McCorn for a touchdown. What? You know what? We know what I really care about? Amon-Ra St. Brown. There you go. Dev story done. Got it. Really had to go down 45 points to get it as John Emery, 2 fumbles, 2 touchdowns to even it up. It's not really even in my book. Like, John Emery might be losing some touches for fumbling twice in this game. Like, we might see a little bit more Ty Johnson and Christian Beal-Smith next game, but that was a nice run. And we got the dev story with Amon-Ra St. Brown, so that's cool. And we're going to onside kick and get it. Whoa. Sure. Okay. Now, I would have not onside kicked if this guy did not, deliberately just go up, like, get his extra touchdown with McCorn. And just, once again, I lack sportsmanship. You play that game, I'll play it right back with you, even in this situation. But at the same time, since we are down about 50 points, I want to get this game over with. We got our dev story. I don't really want to be here anymore, so I'm not going to be like the Packers guy from week 1, and I'm just going to, whatever happens here happens, but I'm not going to, like, spike the ball. I'm not even calling my timeouts right here. I don't want to be in this game anymore. So Matt Stafford, throw the ball out of bounds. I'm not going to throw a pick in that situation as we have the 2nd down and 10. Matt Stafford, he's got the time. Never mind. There's Chase Young's 2nd sack of the game. Could be the final play of the game if we don't get the points in the line, which it looks like we won't. But somehow, some way, we beat the gun. Get it off. Screen pass, John Emery, who definitely just tried to hurdle, maybe jurtle there. Definitely didn't work. That's the ball game. Washington gets the win. But we knew that since about 3 minutes into this game. More importantly, dev story. We got that. It took us until about, more like 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter to figure that one out, but we got it. And we scored a couple of points in the process. So there's some moral victories for you. So basically, throw this game in the trash. Don't even pay any mind to it. That's basically what I'm going to do right now, right? Like, this game got off to a pretty bad start. We threw the pick on the first play on the stretch. I can promise you guys we're not doing that for the rest of the season. I'm not even going to attempt one of those. Like, I'm not going to throw the ball. We run that stretch alert. We're running the ball every single time. But, like, some of the defensive stuff, like some of the schematic stuff we did, like, this is all being thrown in the trash in this one. Shout out to Washington. I guess GG's to him, right? He played well enough to win. Kind of played like words that I don't want to say on the channel right now to do it, but it be what it be. So yeah, we fast forward now to the Amon-Ra St. Brown dev story, right? So the good news is we got the dev story done. The really good news out of this, and the reason why I feel okay about this and losing by like 50 points, look how much XP Amon-Ra St. Brown got. 20,000 for getting that dev story. Like, you know what? In a season where we might not even make the playoffs or even come close, that's worth sacrificing our dignity for. I'll do it. 20k XP, sure, why not? That is 4 upgrades on the spot for Amon-Ra St. Brown. If I can see 1 speed upgrade, that's all I really need to see. Whoa! And there it is! And we got 3 upgrades to spare. Okay. Maybe an acceleration upgrade? Like 94 acceleration, we bring that to 95? At this point, Amon-Ra St. Brown is a true downfield burner. Considering the project that he was when we... Whoa, there's the acceleration upgrade. We got 2 more of these. Show me the money at this point. Like, we're playing with house money now. But, yeah, considering the project that Amon-Ra St. Brown was when we drafted him, he was just a speedster with not much route running ability. I just drafted him because he was fast. To what he is now... he is a true 1B to Kenny Galladay, I feel like, at this point. Like, what we're doing with him right now, he's now a 91 overall with 96 speed. Amon-Ra and Kenny, that's 1A, 1B, and we got Debo in that offense. Drew Lock, no excuses. You better put up some numbers. And John Emery, better stop fumbling. And that's the moral of the story for the offense. Defense, who knows what kind of defense will show up next week against the New York Jets, but there's only one way to find out, and that's tuning in. So leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today, if you had some fun with me, even though the game itself was painful, but we had some fun through it. So yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 21 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.